Hey guys, so I'm going to be showing you how you can use the tips in my previous videos to start learning any language of your choosing, especially if you are a beginner. So follow along and enjoy. If you recall, one of the main tips, or two of the main tips rather, that I gave everyone was to learn numbers and learn 5 key verbs. But one of those 5 verbs was to learn to have. In Yoruba, that word is ni. You want to look at all of the context that is to your disposal. So we know that the word ebi, just from this translation that the book gives us to start, means family. And this will be important because you want to make sure that you take stock in how many words you know as you approach any given reading. So in pink, I've highlighted all of the pieces of information that are named. So these aren't things we have to translate. That's just identifying a person in the text. Next, we're going to go through numbers. If I'm looking at this right, and I'm a complete beginner, I've only followed the steps that I've mentioned in my previous videos, I know that I can spot 2 words, meji and kan. Meji in Yoruba is 2, and kan or ikan is 1. Now we're going to go and see our key verbs. I see the word ni a lot in this passage. I know, because I followed the tips from the last video, that that means to have. So already, I'm finding a lot of things I can use to understand what's going on in this passage, even though a lot of these words might be unfamiliar to me. And actually, just for those of you who are learning Yoruba, I made a mistake. Ni in this context is different than ni, because it doesn't have a high tone. But that's getting technical, so let's continue. The next thing you're going to want to do is look for cognates. Now, cognates are words that are similar across different languages. We use the word mama in English. It means mom, and it means the same thing in Yoruba. Baba, we might not use that word in English, but that's a common word across languages to mean father. So right now, I already know mama, baba. I already know what those words mean. I didn't need to look it up. So you have mama, mama, and baba, baba. This text actually tells you what it is, but even if I didn't have that, I could probably figure out that this is a way of saying my mom's mom or my mom's dad, just from context. And then you go to mama, baba, and baba, baba. Now, if you've learned how to conjugate the verbs, which I suggested in the original video, then you're also going to know pronouns. Okay. So if I've done that, if I've accomplished that tip, I will be able to see that re, okay, or re, o, okay, these are pronouns. And just a little thing, because you're learning how to conjugate the verbs, you should also learn how to do the negative. So I do not, and the positive, I do, of any verb. I already know that ko in Yoruba means like no. So let's actually try reading this, right? Titi, ni, ebi. Okay, Titi has family. I might not know what this word means. Let's highlight it. Because what you're going to do with any reading you do, if it's complex, if it's simple, is you're going to try and find new vocabulary. So I don't know what pupo means. So we're going to write it down. Pupo. I'm starting to see another word that shows up over and over and over again. It's ruko, right? I keep on seeing this word. So ruko. But you don't always have to search up what these words mean. Sometimes you can figure it out from the context. We already did this sentence, right? I got a good idea. Titi has family. All right. Ruko, mama, re, ni, ebun. So if I'm looking at this, re in this context is